The first question is, God is all merciful and compassionate. How do you explain earthquakes, tidal waves, etc.?
There are many ways of looking at things. If we think this physical body, this physical possession, this physical life is all there is about life and the universe, then of course we will think God is so careless, destroying things, taking lives from people. But if we see things in a spiritual way, if we trust in God's wisdom, then we know everything is all right. Everything is perfect. That is another way to look at it. More practically speaking, we also are responsible for all the disaster in this planet. Not all, but many of them. We cut down trees, so we reduce rain and we encourage more landslide, encourage more drought, which in turn affect the harvest and make a lot of people hungry. And we test atom bombs here and there, everywhere. We interfere with the stability of this globe, of the way it vibrates and changes and turn, yes. And we cause many of the unspeakable disaster to ourselves. But whatever God takes away, He gives another. Because He's a creator, we never know for what purpose unless we learn to be one with God, to ascend into a higher dimension where intelligence is boundless, where the vision is limitless. Then we can see the order of work of the universe. Then we understand why some things has happened. We will know that everything is for the best. Then we will not blame God anymore.
Does the meditation process give you a clear mind, and is this path leading to heaven through Jesus Christ and not changing any of God's principles?
Yes, yes. The meditation help you to see yourself clearer, because when the mind calms down and left behind and the physical body is forgotten, then we reveal ourselves as our true selves. And our true selves can always see things better, can always see the truth, the complete truth, because we are not the physical body.
Your views on reincarnation, worship of ancestors, its benefits, the law of karma, cause and effect, and what would you say is the common thread that could unite all religions?
I mentioned before already, if the power of your thought have created things which have not arrived during your existence in this planet, and then it will arrive again some other time later, and you have to reborn again in order to enjoy that, bad or good. Yeah? So be careful what you think when you're alive. Then you don't have to enjoy the bad or good consequence. Everything we created. And number two, when our ancestor departed from this world, it's just like I have mentioned already. So all you should do is just pray for them if you don't know where they're gone to. Nothing else. Pray, okay? Worship only God. Be grateful to our ancestors and parents, but pray for them to be liberated. Don't use them because they die already. Let them rest, for God's sake. Don't pray to them for prosperity, for protection, for whatever material gain that we want to extract from them. They have done their share already during their lifetime. All we do is, if we really love them, pray for them so that God protect them, lift them up to a higher dimension. That's all we should do. No worship, no calling, no nagging, no demanding. The last one, the thread that unites all religion. Okay. That would be good if all the religions united. But actually, we have only one religion. According to my study of different religious scriptures, they say the same thing. The essence of the teaching are the same, that we have one, that God, and that we should find Him or her.
How do we rid ourselves of our ego?
Wow, that's a big question. Yes. How, huh? Only when we see God on a daily basis, only when we see the splendor, the greatness of our Almighty Father, then we feel that we are nothing. Not only we feel nothing because we are humble, just we feel that we know that nothing is really important in this world to compete or to snatch or to make trouble to ourselves, because we know heaven is near. At that time, our ego has no place to grow. He just died by himself. No food. Yeah? Because we don't care for blame and praise anymore. We don't care much for material gain. We have them, we use them. We don't have them, we satisfy with what we have. At that time, the ego will die.
Is there such a thing as evil spirits?
There are such things as evil spirits. As I have mentioned earlier, those who are not prepared themselves to walk the way of God, they might be confused, they might be very frustrated in the loneliness of the wandering world without guidance, without noble thought to even nourish himself. He will turn into nasty nuisance spirit for a while only, until his anger die down, or until some angel come and get him somewhere else where he belongs. And the devil is not really an entity. It is a collective power of negative thinking. And that can be very big obstruction to us in spiritual practice as well as material survival. This concentrated negative power could be felt sometimes when we try to reach God, when we try to do some really beneficial work for mankind. Because there's some other people who think the opposite of this goodness and noble way. So this power of their thought create this so-called devil. Yeah? Otherwise, there is nothing such as devil exists. It wasn't created in the beginning.
How can I be and lead a spiritual life coming from a very formal religious Islamic background?
There is no need to change your religion. Just meditate. I show you how to meditate, that's all. Just keep whatever you believe. Keep your Christianity, keep your Buddhism, keep whatever, the path, the teaching of the Master that is favorite to you. I just show you how to get in touch with the essence of the teaching that you believe. I will just show you how to see the Master whose teaching you're reading. For example, you meditate, you can see Jesus if you're a Christian. You can see Buddha and gain some wisdom from him. But sometimes the Buddhists see Jesus and the Christians see Buddha. That also happened in our group. Yeah, it happened all the time. God makes big jokes. But nevertheless, when we ascend into that level of consciousness, we don't care. We know that they are all one. Yes. So we befriend with them all, and they are all very friendly to us too. Yes, sometimes they see both. Jesus and Buddha sit together, drink tea. Yeah, they have fun up there, all the religious leaders and teachers. Only us crawling on the planet fighting with each other, who's the best?
Does your method include out-of-body experiences?
Yes, it is. But it's This is just the beginning. It's called astral project, which you can leave your body. So in our method, we close curtain on that. We just take you straight to a higher astral world first. That is a number one beginner astral projection. And then after, if you pass that astral world, we take you to the second world, where you see how things are created and why things happen to people. You see the creative power of our own minds and humans' mind. And then after that, you go to a higher world to see the Lord of all creations. I mean, creation in this level only, yeah? We might call him the creator, because he does create. He creates material things, he creates the mind, he creates the feeling, the spiritual aspect of the mind. But then we have to leave that world too, have to go higher into the dimension of we call nothingness. And then higher than that, we have to go to the home of the Master, see all the splendor of the Lord, of the representative of the Lord. And then we can go higher and higher still. But after the fifth world, we are already the Master. We regain our mastership. Then we can do what we like with our life. We can lead others also into bliss and happiness. We can be the torch bearer of the world. It's not astral projection is the end. It's only the beginning. Very low, humble beginning.
How do you identify the real God with so many different religions of the world?
There's only one God. You see, the Indian, they speak Hindu, okay? They call the enlightened one Buddha. Or the Jews, they speak Hebrew. And they call the enlightened Son of God Christ. Yeah? Etc., etc. But if we translate it into English, there's only one, enlightened. That's why even within one religion, people fight with each other. That is a very big mistake. We should correct that. Yeah, even if there is many gods, even if, suppose if we have different gods, okay, Muslim God, Christian God, Buddhist God, they all should be merciful. They would never want us to fight with each other, no. Thank you.
What can you tell us about extraterrestrial beings?
I have some tapes we have mentioned about that already. But we are all extraterrestrial beings. Don't you know that? We came from heaven, all of us, extraterrestrial. Nothing to talk about. And all the leaders of the religions that we worship are extraterrestrial. Jesus, Buddha, they're supposed to came from somewhere else. So actually, you know already from religious teaching that we have extraterrestrial, right? So if you want to see them, I'll show you how, later.
On my return to this earth, what form of life would I take? Who was I? How will I know who I am and what I'm supposed to do?
Oh, you mean the reincarnation?
Yes.
You return to be whatever you want to be. That's the only truth. You create your existence. You are what you are now because you have chosen to be. And you will be what? Because you've chosen now to be different. We can create different life for ourselves all the time.
How would I know what God expects of me so as for me to practice and master those requirements?
You can go and ask Him. I'm here to show you so you can go and ask Him. I cannot answer for Him. Besides, even if I tell you what God wants from you, would you even believe me? See? So, first-hand experience is the best. Go find out. Very easy meditation.
A note of salutation to you, Master. As you walked in, I just felt so beautiful, and it was though I could see my spiritual Master receiving us with his divine love and beautiful energy. I somehow was a bit emotional just absorbing your beauty from within and your intense energy. Thank you for giving us this opportunity of listening to you and your inspiring speech. There is so much I can identify with.
Bless you. And thank you. You must be very pure in the heart to feel that. You must be very devoted to God in order to have sense what you have written. I congratulate you.
It appears to me as though Master Qinghai is a gifted person in more ways than one. Can Master please explain to me who or what is the source of her inspiration?
Oh, that's all came from him. Whatever he gives is all his. I have nothing. I was born with nothing. I grown up with nothing. And I have been given all these talents late in life because I practice meditation. I seek God first before everything else. And then he gives me everything else. All the things I never asked.
How do you balance the spiritual world and the physical world?
Well, we have to practice the spiritual life because right now, most of us are practicing physical way of life already. So there's another part missing because we are not only physical, we are also spiritual being. So the reason we suffer because we only practice physical way and forget the other better half as a spiritual way. So to balance it, we start practicing now.
If heaven exists, duality exists. Is our goal not to lose duality and to become one with the Supreme Consciousness?
Oh, yes. Heaven is not everything. Yeah? But we go there first. Better than go to hell first. Just one at a time. We go to heaven so that we can have a taste of the celestial life, and we met all the heavenly beings and learn further, and then we be one with the Most High, of course. Yeah? We pass through heaven.